Today, we're diving into one of the most incredible theories ever built to explain our reality. But we're going to focus on this tiny, almost hidden detail that the architect himself, Immanuel Kant, noticed but didn't quite know what to do with. And this one little detail, it might just change how we see his entire masterpiece.
No, really, just stop for a second. Feel that. That immediate gut feeling of your own right and your own left. You don't calculate it, right? It's just a feeling, an orientation you just have. Okay, hold on to that feeling because it is the key to this entire puzzle.
All right, so let's meet the architect himself, Immanuel Kant. Now, Kant didn't just have a theory. He designed what you can basically think of as a fundamental blueprint for how any human mind experiences anything at all. He wanted to figure out the absolute non-negotiable rules of the game.
So, first up, he lays down the grid. For Kant, space and time aren't just things out there in the universe. No, he said they're the mind's built-in software for the universe. Imagine it like the graph paper that has to be there before you can even draw a single point. Every single thing you ever see, or touch, or experience happens on this universal stage.
But that's only half the story. If space and time are the outer grid, Kant figured there has to be an inner glue too. He called it apperception. And what that is that constant sense of I, that stitching together the sight of your screen, the sound of my voice, the memory of what you had for breakfast, all into one seamless experience that belongs to you.
Okay, so we've got a universal outer grid and this unifying inner glue. The blueprint sounds pretty solid, right? Almost. Because now we have to come back to that simple little riddle we started with. I mean, think about it. On that universal graph paper, in terms of pure geometry, your right and left hands are perfect mirror images. Same dimensions, same properties, the whole deal. And yet, you feel an absolute, undeniable difference between them. That feeling, it isn't on the universal grid. So, where on earth does it come from?
Well, this little gap in the blueprint, it points us to a really fascinating and overlooked clue. The very piece of the puzzle that's going to give us the answer.
And it has this incredible name that comes to us from the original German. It just sounds so important. Nullpunkt der Orientation, the 0 point of orientation.
So what is this 0 point? It's your body's built-in "you are here" marker. It's that gut feeling that you are the center, the origin point from which all directions, up, down, forward, and right and left, actually make sense. You can't explain your right hand to someone else. They have to feel their own. It's totally subjective. It's your personal starting point.
And here's the wildest part of this whole thing. Kant, the master architect, he saw this. He knew about this little detail. But he kind of filed it away in the wrong cabinet.
He actually wrote about it. He admitted that the difference between, say, a right glove and a left glove can't be explained by universal properties. It can only be felt from a first-person point of view. He saw the clue.
And this slide, this gets to the absolute heart of it all. On the left, you've got the main pillars of Kant's official system: space, time, apperception. He systematized them. He said they were fundamental conditions for any experience to even be possible. But then, on the right, you have the 0 point. He just observed it. He treated it like a weird little curiosity, not what it actually was. Another fundamental pillar, just as crucial as all the others.
So what's the big deal? What happens when we take this forgotten piece and we put it back into the blueprint where it really belongs? Why does this one tiny correction matter so much?
Because it completely changes the nature of the blueprint itself. It tells us that our experience of reality isn't just structured by these abstract, universal laws floating around in our mind. It is fundamentally grounded in a personal, physical, and completely non-transferable point of view. Your body isn't just some object in space. It's the very origin point of your space. And that just leaves you with this one final thought, doesn't it? Our world is built on all these grand universal theories. You see it in economics, in politics, in science. And it just makes you wonder, how many of them have a similar blind spot? A small, subjective human detail that they noticed but never really accounted for, hiding right there in plain sight.